willing, if it's a participant, because you can participate, but just assume the position and then you get on. I just get on. No, I'm not getting on with the work. If you're a willing participant, presentation. Hi everyone, welcome to another
Conversation with the Lees.
Conversation with the Lees. Yes, so you would have seen the notice that we were be able to go live tonight because of some technical problems with our device. That's a laptop. But we ain't that sorted, so hopefully next week we'll be up again for the live. So all those who are a customer who normally come to see the lives and participate, guys, next week we're going to get it up and running. All right? So if you're here for the first time, if somebody invited you, remember to
like, share,
and
subscribe.
And tell a friend to tell a friend. Right? We are up to a good amount of subscribers. Michelle don't like it, call short the number then anyway. We want to help others, and in helping others we need your help. So we're gonna ask you to spread the word, tell a friend to tell a friend, as I said before, and of course share the content. If it helps you, then it will help somebody else, right? And so that is why we're here. And if you notice, we're on a different location, we sort of changed up a little, say, if it can give a different appearance, and from time to time that's what we want to do, just change up the scenery a little bit, right? So tonight we want to look at or examine basically the 5 love languages as written by Mr. Gary Chapman. And if you listen to like Love of Fame, if you listen to like TBC, you will hear Gary Chapman speaking about it on the program.
I just said it, something the family.
Focus on the family. Right. So, and we're here about family, we're about fun, we're about relationships, we're about those who are planning to get into relationships and so forth. You want information where you can use from now to determine where you want to go and who you want to go with. And so we just want to play a little itsy part in the process of helping you guys through relationship issues and so forth. We are not perfect because we have been through some stuff ourselves, but we know that what we have experienced is not just for ourselves, so we are now sharing, yes? And so we're going to examine the 5 love languages, and you can decide which of these fit you understand me? And it would make for a pretty interesting discussion with somebody who you're interested in. All right, so let's go. So the first one is words of affirmation. It says receiving compliments or hearing someone tell you that they love you is the best way for you to experience love. What do you think? Agreed. Because persons love to hear words of affirmation, and words of affirmation basically encourages the person who's hearing it, make them feel good, make them feel appreciated, and as Gary Chapman says, makes them feel loved.
That's their definition of love.
Yeah, that is their what do you call that word again? That is their love expression, if you want to call it that, right? So that is one. Well, personally speaking, still, because we're going to give our personal views on it. Personally speaking, if it happens, it happens. It's not a biggie for me, because I may have my different love language, but let's see what happens in the rest of it. The next one is acts of service. It says when someone does something for you, like throws away throws away the rubbish or cleans the bathroom, you feel loved.
Yeah, a little of that is mine. Not in entirety, but it encourages
Because
others.
Because one thing that Michelle said to me, like when I use the bathroom, wash all the soaps come off of the wall. Because when I bathe, I splash all over the place. And the shower curtain, everything gets splashed up. And if I'm rushing, I may forget, but me not like sometimes I stay in the bathroom a little longer, it's because me I do what she sent me to do. And when I do it, I don't true. So she probably thinks, say, if your man is still long in the bathroom, me don't bathe a long time, but the soaps come, me I wash off of the shower curtain and wash off of the wall. So when we come out to the bathroom, she'll say, Cornell, you're tired of this, huh? You understand? So we make sure to do that. Because it makes
right for the next person coming in.
Yeah, I mean,
you may not be able to scour.
I agree, but I'm just saying that most of the time we as men we just want to go in and get out. But because she made mention of it, you understand me? I make the extra effort to make sure, say, boy, you know, we wash out the soaps come and so forth. And
cover the toilet seat.
Yes, I mean, those are simple good things. I make sure teach Michael the same because sometimes, I mean, we as men, we have to control our instrument. Let's say without the toilet seat. So I said to Mike, lift the seat. You know, those are the simple things because imagine he doesn't do that.
And then we fall in it.
And
me and Jordan.
Just sit on
Our
it.
ladies normally do fall in it.
So it's important that we as men pay attention to the simple things, and if them say do something about it, we do something about it. Why? It may just say to them, I love you. Simple as that. You read the third one. If your glasses on, I'll read it for you.
Yeah, you can read it for me.
All right, it says, the third one is receiving gifts. Thoughtful presents really show you're cared for and loved by your partner. Yeah.
That's mine. That's my love language, strongly. It's not so much about the things that you receive, but it's just the effort behind it.
Yeah.
Especially when it's a surprise. For me, I feel thought about. I feel like you're really thinking of me, and you know, especially in situations when you really didn't have to.
Yeah, I remember.
It makes me feel good.
Like I remember eating lunch and I carry them off here. I remember like we got. I mean, I probably know our favorite when chocolate is our favorite treat, and we will buy it and carry it home. Or if I eat a KFC lunch, we just leave off and carry them the rest because she like KFC too. Yeah. And them good things there.
Yeah.
So, I mean, and then again, I mean, presents. I don't give presents as often.
No, you don't. But when you
but not present in wrap up present. But
when you do it, it's thought. It makes sense. And even in earlier days, you love to show like surprises where if I haven't seen some good friends that I've met through Edna College and other places that have been education wise, like you would garner them up and make a big thing and it stays,
See, I don't remember that, but she remember.
Yeah.
But things. I mean, and that's the thing about it too. I think all of these love languages is about either party considering that this is what the person loves to hear or loves to have done for them, and it's important you pay attention. I pay attention because I don't think any two persons have the same love languages. So
can have
love
mixtures.
language should say.
It can and it cannot.
Okay.
It can have mixtures of more than one.
So I think the important thing here is to pay attention. Number 4 says quality time. You feel the most loved when your partner makes an effort to spend time and give you their undivided attention.
That's him. A little bit.
That's him. Yeah, that's me. I don't like to be talking to her or anybody for that matter. If I'm talking to somebody, I need to pay attention. But especially with my wife, I mean, I don't like to be talking and she don't pay attention. I don't like to I'm intimately involved and she's not. Let me be very frank. No, I don't. Like how you have some wives or some husbands say, once you lay down and I'm get it me good. I'm not into that. if she's not a if she's not a willing, if it's a participant, because you can participate. Just assume the position and then you get on. I just get on. No, I'm not getting on with the work. If you're not a willing participant, I'll wait till she's willing.
You said no.
Yeah, I'm not into that. I mean, I've had experience once or twice, but I don't really dig that type, in intimacy. If it has to be willingly, participated in, and the moment have to be, fully or mutually enjoyed. I don't really do the one-way thing. So, and apart from being intimate, yeah, apart from intimacy or in terms of sexual or whatever intimacy, the attention is not just about that. Yeah, it's about engaging in a conversation. It's about sometimes just lying down and cuddling or whatever. But at least you're present in the moment. You understand me? You're present in the moment. Your presence is felt. It's not just I'm going to give in because you want it. No, it have to be, for me, that's how one of the ways I feel loved. Yeah. So it's a chat man of it right on this one. Physical touch. So physical touch, right? Another love language. Hugging, cuddling in bed, or just being stroked on your arm is your preferred way of being shown love. That is a part of mine. Yeah. Sometimes I don't necessarily have to get intimate. I just go lay down. She can lie on my chest. Her head in my chest. I'm good. Or I'm lying behind her, and I just hug her up, and I'm good for a while.
It's all right.
Because the closer I get to you, the more she makes me feel. And yes, that song is true. So, I mean, it will start off with just a cuddle there still, behind her, hugging her.
It leaves
and then now, she get my attention here and and stuff will go on. But there are times it's just straight cuddling and cool. I mean, if you have watched our vlogs, she will, like, if I have a stressful day, trust me, if I have a stressful day and I come home, I don't need nothing else than I just lay down and she rub my
the bald head.
And I'm, and if I fall asleep, that is good. If I don't, it still relaxes me. I like to walk and hold hands. I like to do that. When I walk and hug up, that took a bounce much because your hips and wider than things. So to walk and hug up, but to walk and hold hands, I like that. If I'm talking to her, I like to hold her hand. Even if I go to a restaurant,
we hardly do it in public anymore because we're conscious of people. There are some people who are offended by open affection,
public display.
Yeah. So
well, I mean, it depends on which part of it, because you don't want to be in anybody's face, but at the same time, you don't want to be restricted by somebody else's opinion.
But it comes natural when you're crossing a busy street. It's like you're automatically, you just take my hand.
As big a man as she is, and still hold her and cross the road.
It's not even a planting, really.
It's naturally happen. Yeah. That's number 5.
That's number 5.
Yeah. Well, we're done. So
yeah, but we can.
Yeah, but so the thing about it though is that these are the 5 love languages. So let me recap them. So first one is words of affirmation. Telling the person how much they mean to you, how much they love you, how much appreciate what they do. And I know say on a level I kind of feel like that too, because sometimes if things can go horribly wrong and you yourself feel bad about it, even coming hard on yourself. But when your spouse can say, you can get through this, or she will say, yeah, you know, you messed up, but I mean, come on, well, kill yourself, yeah, man, because if you kill yourself, then we're gonna left me if you do. You know what I say? And that may sound
cliche,
you know, twisted or whatever, but if I know, if I go make a wrong move, and my wife can say to me, say, hey, we'll kill up yourself, just we're gonna get through this. That for me is affirming that I have faith in you, you'll bounce back, let's move forward. So when I think about it, words of affirmation is probably one of mine too, you know.
Yeah,
Come to think of it. All right, so that's one.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
And I think that the 5, as you said, you're going through, I think every relationship needs even something, a little from, some may stood out more to us, that means more to us, but if you listen to them, you realize that there's something in each of them
that connects.
That you, at some point, you need.
Okay, you mean like bits and pieces, but depends on the situation.
Depending on the situation. True. While we may have 1 or 2 or maybe the 5 of them that really is what means something to you. True.
So as you say, the first one, words of affirmation. The second one, acts of service. You know, you do things for your spouse. I am manly, but not everything we can do. But you know,
I know your limitations.
Yeah.
Like for
I'll
example,
pull up something and try to fix it back. You know, like all my laptop where I get cut, we can cut it and fix it back and then tape it up.
Like even Saturday when the tree was coming over the line and
I
said, babe, I need some sunshine. And while you could not climb the tree because it's not in our yard, and we don't have the proper tool to cut it, you still draw it down and then break it limb by limb and till it weren't.
So when the academy young still, but we couldn't have a choice.
And I appreciated that.
Happy wife, happy life, and the son now come dry the clothes, you know, so
I appreciate it.
I have to deal with that. And then I mean, like taking out the rubbish, you know, if I ask if you do it, we just do it. You know, those are the things. And I think a lot of ladies love acts of kindness.
Yeah.
You understand me?
Yes.
Or acts of service, should say.
Acts of service.
The third one is receiving gifts.
Yeah,
of course, that's a given. That's a natural. I mean, we as men. I mean, I guess again depends on.
Well,
depends
actually,
on. Go on.
You cannot love without giving. It's.
You can use that too in the same breath.
I don't see how you love without giving. Even if it's not things.
Yeah.
You still have to give of yourself.
But this is saying gifts though.
Gifts though.
Gifts. Because some people like to get things. Shiny things.
I like to be surprised.
Yeah. Ladies, I think, overall love this one.
They say, oh my God, you did this. Oh, look at my Mother's Day, man. And my birthday.
Yeah. Check out Mother's Day vlog.
I love those things. So.
Yeah. You can see, in fact, we're going to put a link in the description so you can connect it. You can watch it. The fourth one is quality time. That is mine. Yeah. Big on that.
That's really you for sure, but a little of it is mine.
And the last one is physical touch. I'm big on that too. I remember I just flashed on my mind one time I walk and, you know, my hand rests on her bottom. It just feels nice.
Yeah.
Physical
but
touch.
You're modest about it. Especially in public.
Yeah, you have to catch us and see it, guys. You know, if you catch it, you catch it. If you see it, you see it. It's not going to be something where, you know, it's a constant reverb in this one. Yeah. So those are the 5 love languages, as written or, you know, brought to us by Mr. Chapman, Gary Chapman. And I think it connects. I don't know if there's more, but probably can do a research. But those 5, I think, generally covers how we as human beings interact. And I think from what I listen to, because I listen to the program a lot of times, it's not just something come up without time brain, it's years of research.
It's what works.
And it works because even in therapy, we are advised to actually find out what it is that makes your wife or your spouse stick. You know what I mean?
And in honesty, as you said, find out what your wife and your spouse think. I think for Mr. Gary Chapman to do this, it is very helpful to relationships. Why? Because until you know what it is that woman really wants,
or your spouse, not this woman,
because I was gonna say man as well. What is it? You know what your spouse wants. You will work tirelessly to give him or her something, and at the end of the day, you're gonna find out that That's not what was needed. And sometimes it's small thing that was needed. And just like you have statistics out there say women don't know what they want and this and that, or women say men don't know what they want.
I can send the clip into that to facilitate.
Yeah, we have a blog on that. But the truth is the 5 love languages. If you as an individual know what you want and you let it be known to your spouse, it makes a whole lot of difference, a lot of things, because
cut through the crowd, cut through the bush.
Yes, and it's sad to say, but a lot of marriages suffers today because they really don't know what is their love language. You understand? And while Mr. Gary Chapman now, he wrote a book and he put them out there now, it helps. It helps because when you hear it and you identify and say, wow, receiving gifts, because you could very well say, look how long we are together and I've never received a stone. I have never received a this, and that could very well, maybe he have done everything apart from letting you feel so special by taking the time out to choose something on his own for you that he know you will really love and want. Can you imagine you as an individual wanted that to feel appreciated, because that is what makes it think, but you never get it?
Or you never tell him.
Or you never say it because you didn't really identify and know it until maybe you hear this now. You say, wow, so that's what I've been feeling for maybe 2 years, 20 years, however long you're with your spouse. But then now, when you know, you can say, hon, so and so and so, I feel like this and I feel like that, and this would really make me one of you. So it helps. It has its place in the relationship, because we all need something from our significant other to fill whatever that void is that makes us tick. And it's like being thirsty for a cup of water, never get it, in my opinion. So
it's about the information that will help you to even identify your own love language, because as Michelle said, you may, sometimes as men we try to do this, we try to do that for everyone. And imagine if you're able to hit the mark every single time. And the way you do that is because information comes that enables you to identify one, what you want as an individual, and it helps your spouse to identify that same thing, and they know continually, it's like this on this dry ride of mine, because you keep doing what is expected, and then the flip side of it is the same thing, that if you don't know, then you get frustrated because you think you're doing the right thing, and you're not. And the frustration builds on both sides, because here it is that you say, boy, but me do this. And then but I know that I want. I like, so why you never tell me? So before you get to that, I watching this video. Just pay attention.
And even like the garbage, like you say, you have some men in their household, they will never take out the garbage because that is the child's job. It may very well be.
Yeah, because if you have children, you give them chores.
You give them chores. But if you have a significant other where those things mean a lot to her, can you imagine? Say, no, baby, I'll do it. And you go in there, tie and take up the throwaway. And when you turn around and see she dying with pleasantry and take notes and say, oh, she like that.
Because oftentimes, back in the day, a lot of the things that we already know is things that we don't need to, like pitfalls that we can miss. Why? Because people in the past, went through the painstaking, situation to find out what works and what don't work, and so then put it in the books, then put it in a telecast and so forth for our learning. You understand me? So after 20 years of marriage, December, next month we make 21, the Lord allows. You get to learn some things, even the fact that sometimes you think when as you really pay attention, you really get to know. And if you get to know, don't act like use what you know.
Yeah. And don't look at it and say, a simple thing, what am I talking about? It is called love language, meaning that when those needs are met, as simple as they are, it's often a make beautiful outcome for other things, because it opens up the individual to you for you to get more love. In whichever
and
form.
Be able to express it.
And be able to express it, because that it is a language, as it is called love language. So basically, you speak firmly without uttering a word with your actions.
Yeah.
As they say, actions speak louder than words. So you soften, you melt the heart of your significant other, and them know that. Like sometimes you hear some person say, I got you.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? It's those.
Says both action and speech combination, but you have to know which one works best.
Which one really
and when
works.
to use which one and
Yes, save yourself the painstaking thing of moving the mountain for him or her, and you feel like it's not appreciated.
You really have to just move a stone.
Exactly, because it will not be gifts. That is the love language.
Yeah. Just pay attention.
It could very well be affirmation. Oh, baby, you look beautiful today. Yeah. Wow, did you lose
some
weight?
likes affirmation for sure.
Yeah, I like that too.
Yeah.
Along with the gifts. And a little more of, the others.
So guys, we again give respect to Mr. Chapman and for compiling these 5 love languages, and we hope that our little discussion, our little conversation would have helped you to spark your own conversation with your spouse. And also, if you're planning on getting married, you can start that conversation from now and just identify something, because these are areas, though they may look minuscule, but they are very significant in the long run, right? So we hope that our conversation helped. And as usual, if you're here for the first time, if you've been introduced, remember to like, share, and subscribe, and to tell a friend. And we just want to do our little part in helping everybody else, grow and enjoy their relationship. And so until the next live, until the next vlog, bye-bye, and God bless. See you on the other side.